Okay, and this one's just labeled, look for use of structure, okay? All right, so let's just listen, watch, and then we'll go through and do the paper together here, okay? All right. Oh, yeah. Just kept tilting on me. Goes up. Okay, here we go.
What are some ways you can count on by tens and ones? Let's find out. What does the chart show?
Okay, so what do you see here? This is a little tricky. It's a little different today. All right. Dean? Okay. So the arrows are pointing to counting up by ones, like in rows, okay? So what number are we starting on, Evelyn? Give me your mask. Give me your mask up, please. Thank you. All right, so we're starting on 17. What number did it end on? What number is circled, Will? 33. But do you see how they started going, counting up by ones, and then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then boom, they dropped to 33. That's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to explain. All right, so listen up.
The chart shows counting by ones first and then by tens. What number is used to start?
What number do we start on? Everyone say 17.
Counting starts at 17. What numbers are counted from 17?
Let's say 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 33.
You counted by ones first. How many ones did you count? You counted 6 ones. Then you counted by tens. How many tens did you count?
How many times did we go down?
You counted 110.
110.
In all, how many did you count up from 17?
You know how many that would
You
be?
counted 6 ones and 1 10.
So
You
that would
counted
be
up 16 in all. What number is at the end?
What number did we land on?
33 is at the end. What does this chart show?
Uh-oh. Okay. So this one's showing, so from 17 to 27, how many are we counting by? Remember, when you go to the number right below it, you're counting by what? Will, do you remember? Tens, very good. So when you start at a number and you drop down to the next row, that means you're counting by tens. Remember, if you count 10 spaces, it's just the number right below it. So first they counted by 110, and then they counted up by ones. So guess what? There's my 110, and now let's count up by ones. They counted up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Well, 110 and 6 ones, how many was that again? 16. So guess what? They did the same thing. They counted up by 16, but instead of doing ones first, they counted by tens first, and then added the ones. All right, so a little tricky. So let's see what their little activity they want us to do here. Okay, so it says drag the slider to show counting on the chart. Oh boy, so this thing I know is so sensitive. I don't even know if it's going to work. So, okay. So here it's showing start on 17. Then it says count by 10. So count by 10s, we're going to land on 27. So see how we went down by 10. And then it says count 6 ones. So now we're going to follow the arrows. Let's see here. So follow the arrows now, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So our ending number is 33. See how they did that? Make sense? Okay, so that's what we're going to be practicing today.
It shows counting by tens first and then by ones. What number is used to start?
Again, what number is used to start?
Counting starts at 17.
17.
What numbers are counted from 17? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. You counted by tens first. How many tens did you count?
How many tens? No, just
You went
one
from
ten.
17
We
to
dropped down
27. You counted 1 10. Then you counted by 1. How many ones did you count?
Now it's 6. Now it's 6 ones.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
See?
You counted
6
6
ones.
ones. In all, how many did you count up from 17?
Again, how much is it all together? 16.
You
Very
counted
good,
up
Finn.
16 in all.
Very good.
What number is at the end?
What number did we land on?
33 is at the end. What is the difference between the two charts?
So see the difference there?
The way that 16 was counted is different. Did changing the way 16 was counted on change the end number?
No, it didn't. Very good. Okay, so even though this chart over here, everyone's eyes up here, is super important, Evelyn, right? Whether you start with your ones first, or you start with counting by tens first and then your ones. It doesn't matter which way you start, you're always going to land on the same number as long as you count correctly. Okay? So that's what we're going to be deciding today. Are we going to start by counting with tens and then add our ones? Or do you want to count by adding your ones first and then add 10? Okay, so remember, when you count your ones, you just go from left to right. But when you count tens, you go down the column, top to bottom. Okay? All right, eyes up here.
No. You counted the same number of tens and ones, so you still counted the same amount each time, 16. Both ways end at 33.
Okay.
Now you know how to count on using tens and ones.
All right, so actually I forgot to pass out the paper here. So let me pass that out. You guys get your name on top. And I need you to get out, it asks for a red crayon. Get a red crayon out and a pencil. Put those out on top of your box and that's it. Pencil and a red crayon. There you go. Okay, so what number does it look like we're starting on? Who can raise their hand to tell me? We're starting on the same number in both of these. What number, Ben? 3. Okay, so we're going to start on 3, but we're going to count up a certain amount. But we're going to do it in 2 different ways. All right? Okay, so you get your pencil ready, because we're going to draw little arrows to show what direction we're going. All right? So, listen to the question.
Your teacher gives the class a challenge. Is there more than one way to solve it? Begin at 3. Use arrows and show how you could count up 15 places. Color the number red to show where you end. Show another way to use arrows on the second chart.
Okay. So, here's what we're going to do first. So, and on the top, I want us to do, we're going to count up 15 spaces. So, with 15, okay, I'm just going to write it over here so we don't forget. 15 is how many spaces we're counting up. How many tens are there in 15? How many tens? Then 1 10. Remember, this is our ones. I'm sorry, this is our 10 spot. This is our ones. So 1 10 and 5 ones. So watch what we're going to do first. So to count up 10, what direction am I going? Am I going top to bottom, or am I going to go left to right? Am I going to go to the right? Sorry, I should say go to the left. Or am I going to go down to count my tens, Jenna? Down. Okay, I'm going to skip count. So watch this. Draw an arrow going from 3 down to 13. Draw an arrow showing that we're going to count 10. We're going to add 10 right now. So 3. If we add 10, then you can go to 13. Got it? Okay. Now, how many ones are we going to go? We go over to the right. Okay. So how many ones? How many spaces, Dean? How many ones? No, Dean. How many ones?
15.
No, not 15. We already did 10.
5.
5 ones. So we added already 10. Now we're gonna go over 5 spaces. So watch me, ready? I'm gonna add arrows. Here I go. So 1 goes over to the 14. Then 14 to 15, so that's 2. Then 15 goes to 16, so that's 3. Keep going. 4. You got that? And one more is 5. Does that make sense, everybody? So we go down 1, we added our 10, and then 5, 1. So it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See how you can count up like that? Alright, so we landed on what number, everyone?
18.
Oh, is Will the only one? I said everyone. Come on. What number did you land on? Okay, so we're going to color that number in red. So color in the 18 red, please. That's the number we landed on. We stopped on. 18. Color it in red. 18.
What about the arrows?
Nope, the arrows have to stay. The arrows are showing me that you're counting correctly and you're adding up the right amount. Okay? So now we're going to do it a different way. So instead of counting and adding 10 right away, I'm going to add the ones first this time. So let's count up how many ones do we have? I wish there was more hands in there that knew the answer to this. That makes me a little worried. How many ones, Alina? Remember, for 15, these are my 10s, and these are my ones. 5 ones, okay? So we're going to take our arrow, we're going to move over 5 spaces. Ready? Let's make our arrows. So 1, go from 4 to 5, that's 2. Okay, we're making our arrows. 3. Keep going. 6 to 7 is 4. And one more is 5. So what number are we on right now? Jacob, what number? 8. We're on 8. Okay, everyone drew arrows up to 8? Yep. Okay, now we have to add how many 10s? Alina, how many 10s? 1 10. So which direction am I going to go, Valentina, for 10? Do I keep going over to the right, or do I go down? You don't know? Okay, Evelyn, which direction do I go? Down. Okay, so now I'm going to add 10. So I'm going to go down with my arrow. And what number did we land on, Riley?
18.
18 again. Look at that. Same number. But instead of adding the 10 first, we just did the ones and then the 10. We just went a different way. But we landed on the same number. So again, with your red crayon, color in the number what? 18. Very good, because that's the number that we landed on.
It's like a little arrow maze. That's what I think.
Okay. Does everybody see how we're doing this?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to practice a little bit more. And then I'm going to have you guys do some on your own then at the very end. Okay, so let's lift and turn to the next page.
It's this big, beautiful thing. It's this big, beautiful thing. Oh, my favorite color popped up. What?
All right, so if you looked at number 1, they've already done the color. They colored it in for you. They shaded it in with green. But we're going to draw some arrows just for practice so we know that we're doing the right thing here. Okay. So, we're starting on what number? What number is in yellow there? Caitlin? 22. Okay, so it says start at 22. Makeup have to show that you counted up 15. Okay? So, they colored it. You know how before we did all that coloring and stuff before? All right, so here, it looks like they counted up only using ones. So no 10s. Okay? So let's kind of draw our arrows to show, and we're just going to do a little bit of practicing here with ones. Okay, you guys ready? So here we go. So 22, let's count up. Go 23. So let's count. That's 1. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. Go down to the next row, right? 8, then there's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what number did we land on? What's that number that is circled then?
37.
37. Good, so trace over that circle. Okay, so that way they just counted by once. All right, only once. All right, but now for number 2, it says start at the number 12. Make a path to show how to count up 14 spaces using tens and ones. Okay, so what direction did they go first, Victoria?
Down.
They went down, so that means they're counting how many first? Tens or ones, Dean? Tens. Okay, so go from 12 to 22. Draw an arrow. So 12 to 22 means we added 10. So that's what we're doing first. So 10. Now let's move to the right, and we're going to start adding our 1. So it's 10. Now it goes 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, what number did we land on, Jenna? 26. So circle that 26. Like they did. Trace over it. Okay. All right, so see the difference? Counting by ones is going to take you a lot more time, a lot more arrows there, right? A lot more coloring. If we add a 10 first and then do our ones, we're going to get there even faster. All right, so this is a quicker way to get to where we need to go. All right, especially by using even the number structure. Okay, and eventually you'll be able to do it just in your head, you think, don't you think? I think so. Okay, go ahead and let's flip your paper over. Now listen, they want you to do this stuff by yourself now, but we're going to still go over these a little bit more together, okay? So this is still a little tricky. All right, so number 3, what number are we starting on? Careful, guys. What number are we starting on, Valentina? 42. Everyone see 42? Okay, so it says make a path to show to count up 21 spaces using ones and then tens. So ones first and then tens. Are you ready? Okay, so if we're going to count up, this is 21 spaces. How many ones are we going to use first? How many ones? I need more people to raise their hand. I always see the same people's hands up. Okay, how many ones, Riley?
Am I guessing 4?
No. We're counting up 21 spaces. Okay, guys, so listen. For over here, I'm just going to write the number. 21 spaces we have to count up. So how many ones are there?
2.
No, those are our tens.
1.
1. Okay, so we're going to go to the down or to the right, everyone? To the right. Okay, so draw an arrow. So this is 1. Draw an arrow to the right. And then how many tens do we have, Evelyn? 21. We have 1, and 2 tens. Okay, so that's 1. And now we're going to go down how many spaces then, Will? 2. So watch. Let's go down 1. So 43. What's there? 53. And then 53 is going to go to 63. Very good. All right, and then circle. So circle that number. So 63 is the number that we landed on. Circle 63. So it's 1, and then 10, 20. Okay, make sense, guys? Okay. All right. So number 4 says start on 56. Make a path to show how to count up 15 using tens and ones. So listen, I like it when you guys can count by tens first because it's kind of like how we did counting before. Okay, when you go 10, 20, then 21, 22, 23. You can do it that way. I think that's easier for you guys. So the first one, they wanted us to do ones and then tens. But now we're going to do tens first and then our ones. Okay? So they want us to count up again. It said, how many did I say? 15? Okay, so we're going to count up 15 spaces. Okay, so watch. 56. We're going to count by tens first. So which direction am I going? Victoria?
Down.
Down. So let's draw an arrow. So 56 goes to 66. So let's count up. Ready? It's 10. And now let's go to the right and count by ones. Ready? So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Uh-oh, where do I go for 15? Where do I go for 15, Finn?
To the next row.
To the next row. 15. All right, what number did we land on? What number did we land on, Alina? You went down to the next row. 70 what?
71.
71 is the last number we landed on. Very good, so circle 71. Circle 71. Does that make sense? So it's 10. Yep, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're gonna go down first. Go down. Yep, erase all that, erase it all. So go down. First, arrow. No. Where are you going? For 56. Start on 56. And go down. That's 10. And now go to the right. No, to the right. You never go to the left. You have to come up. That's 11, 12, 13, 14. And the next row is 15 spaces. So write the arrow on it. Yep, put the arrow on it. Okay, so circle that number. That's the number we landed on. All right, does everyone, no, put the red crayon away. We don't need the red crayon.
You want me to write crayon?
Hold on. What? Why do you have all this? No, erase that. Guys, you have to make sure you're doing what I'm doing on the board. I know it's a little hard to see for some of you back here. All right? We didn't do any of that, so don't follow along with that, okay? All right, 71. All right, guys, I'm just walking around doing a little check here. I just want to make sure everyone's kind of on the same page. You went down first and then over. Okay. Everyone's kind of getting this? Okay. All right. Let's look at number 5. You guys ready? Okay, so number 5, we're going to start on number 72. Okay? It says count up 27 spaces in any way that you choose. So, again, let's count by tens first. I think that's easier. Let's count it out loud together. Are you ready? So start at 72. Remember, we're going to count by tens first. We're going to go which direction? Point, which direction am I going? Am I going to the right or am I going down? Show me. Some of you guys aren't even pointing. Okay? Point down or point to the right. Which way am I going? Oh boy, some of you have no idea. Jacob, don't look at your neighbor. They might be wrong. We're going down, guys. We're going down. We're counting by tens. Okay? So look, if I skip count 72 to 82, that's 10. All right? So count out loud with me. Ready? So this is 10. Then go down again. 20. And remember, we're counting up 27. So how many ones are we going to add now? So it's 10, 20. How many sevens, then?
What?
How many ones are we going to do?
7.
7. All right, so let's count, go to the right now, okay? We're counting up. So we did 10, 20. Here we go. 21, 22, 23. Keep going. 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, what number did we end on? What number is that, Jacob? 99. Very good. 99. So circle 99. All right, 10, 20. So remember, count it by your tens first. and then count up by your ones. All right, number 6, it says count up 22 in any way that you choose and then circle the number you land on. I want you guys to try it by yourselves. So it's 22 spaces. So go down first, do your tens. So 10, go down 10, then again 20, go down 2 spaces from start at 63. So go 10, and then go down again 20, and now go over to the right 21, 22, and then stop and circle the number that you landed on. Stop and circle the number that you landed on. You went down one too far. Okay? Yep, you went down one too far. 10, 20, 21, 22. You went down one too far. Okay, some of us are getting it. We just counted down a little too far, some of us, okay? 10, 20. Yeah, you gotta go down one more. 10, 20. Yeah, erase the whole thing. Erase the whole thing. You gotta redo the whole thing. You went too far over that way, too. Only 22 we're doing. I'm just seeing how many you went down too many. 10, 20, 21, 22. No, you didn't go down enough. 10, 20, 21, 22. I have no idea where you're going. Okay, 10, 20, 21, 22. You all right? You did right. Oh, you went down one too far. 10, 20, 21, 22. Let's see. Good, you got it. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go over it on the board. I just want to see how many of you could get. Go back, then I gotta see. You went down too many. 10, 20, 21, 22. You went down one too many. Okay, good, you landed there. Okay. All right, let me show you on the board. Ready? Oops, you went too many. 10, 20, 21, 22. All right, so watch, guys. 10, 20, and then watch, 21, 22. So you should have landed on number 85. All right, you guys went down too many. A lot of you guys went down to 93, and then you went over, so careful. 10, 20, 21, 22. Okay? All right, guys. Once you fix that, turn to the back page. All right, and we're actually going to have to stop because we have to go to gym class.